Coming up on episode 115 of Create If Writing, I'm talking about a big Mailchimp update that you need to know.
I can't go back to sleep, it's almost light. These restless thoughts have kept me up again tonight.
Hey there, it's Kirsten from Create If Writing with a very special mid-week episode of the podcast for you guys. And this is the podcast for writers, bloggers, and creatives who want to build an online platform without being smarmy. I'm your host, Kirsten Oliphant. Did I already say that? I don't know why it's really throwing me off, even though I just recorded a podcast episode yesterday. It's not even been that long. I feel weirdly off about this. So anyway, this is a bonus episode, but if you're listening in the future, you're like, just get on with it. So I'm going to. Mailchimp dropped a big bomb today that I really felt like needed to be addressed. So I thought I would go ahead and just stick it in the podcast. And I wrote a post up on Medium about this, and you can get the link to that if you want to read this instead of hear it, or you just want to do both. You can go to createifwriting.com/chimp dates, which is Mailchimp Updates. I thought that was a really funny, pretty link. That'll take you over to Medium, where I think I'm going to start using Medium actually to talk about updates and things happening in a sort of time-sensitive manner, because I really like things on the blog to be evergreen. But I wanted to post about this. So here's what's going down with Mailchimp. Here's what you need to know. This is the skinny. Mailchimp emailed today and said that they are going to move to single opt-in. And what that means is all of your forms, as of now, they are double opt-in. And as of October 31st, they're going to be single opt-in unless you do something about it. And I'm going to talk a little bit about what single versus double opt-in means in case your head is already spinning, why it matters, and the quick fix for it, because there really is a quick fix for it. So here's what you need to know. Single opt-in versus double opt-in. Most email service providers automatically use double opt-in. Some of them give you a choice. Mailchimp has never given you a choice. It's always been double opt-in. And this very simply means that when people go to your blog or site and they see the little form to sign up for your email list, they enter their name maybe, or just their email. They click whatever cool thing you have on the button, like I'm in, I want your emails. And then they are redirected to a page that says, hey, thanks for clicking the button. Now go check your email to confirm. And then they'll check their email. They'll see an email from you that says, please confirm your subscription, or hopefully something more creative, because you should really optimize all those forms. And they'll open the email. They'll click confirm in an ideal world. Then they're redirected to another page, which is a confirmation thank you page that typically people use that as a, way to connect, like, hey, come to my Facebook group. Here are my most popular blog posts. Here's the freebie you want to download, or here's a very special deal on a product if you want to buy something today. So what this means that Mailchimp is now moving to single opt-in is that the people are going to enter their email, click I'm in, I want your emails, go to that next page that says thank you for signing up, and that's it. They are on your list. As of that point, they will not get any other emails other than, a final welcome email or whatever autoresponder series you have set up. That's it. So that is a really significant change. If you are someone who has customized all those forms, which again, I would highly recommend, and those pages, and if you have a product, if you have a freebie you're delivering on that final page after they click confirm, all of that stuff will be moot. People will no longer see it. So you do need to consider doing something about that. I'll give you the quick fix, and then I'm going to talk about why I would stay double opt-in. So there's two options for you. The first one is that you can actually just go ahead and customize in Mailchimp the subscriber thank you page, or the subscribe thank you page is what they call it. So that after people click the button, they enter their email, click the button, they go to what Mailchimp calls the subscribe thank you page. You could move your freebie delivery right there. Unless you deliver that in the final welcome email. Some people do it in the welcome email. Some people do it on the page. Either way is okay. You could deliver that there. If you offer a tripwire product, some people do that with a countdown timer and get all fancy. You could do that there. Whatever it is that you had on the final confirmation thank you page, move it to the subscriber page. You can get rid of all the things that are like, go check your email and confirm. Take that away, because if you leave that up there and then there's no confirm, people are going to get really confused. So you do need to go into Mailchimp and see what's going on with your forms. And when you go in Mailchimp, You're going to click on list, you're going to click on sign up forms, and then click on general forms. And there's a whole like drop down menu of things you can customize. And if you've never done that, this is a really good time to do it. You just want to see what's going on in there. So that's your first option, is just change which page does what. So you'll change the confirmation thank you page, move all that stuff to the subscriber thank you page. The second option is what I would recommend is you can go and opt all of those forms out of single opt-in. You can just click a button that says opt out of single opt-in and stay double opt-in. And that means if you've got all that stuff set up, it will stay the same. That's what I did, and that's what I would recommend. Now, the reason I would recommend that, first, let me tell you where to find it. It was actually, if you got the email from Mailchimp, you can click a link in there, but you kind of have to already be signed in. So you can sign in and then go back and click that. There is a link that I link to in my post, which again is creativewriting.com/chimp dates. And you can find the link to the Mailchimp article there, which really the funny thing is the article was really all about pop-ups. Like, hey, we have new pop-up forms, but no one's paying any attention to that I've heard. Everyone's just like, hold the phone, they're changing to single opt-in, because they buried the lead with that. They're like, oh, and by the way, we're changing all of your forms forever. Just side note, it's kind of a big deal, you guys. So Mailchimp really missed the ball on that. But anyway, the link is in there. And I also shared a link that should work in that creativewriting.com/chimp dates post. So you can go and make sure to stay double opt-in. And here's why I'm doing that. So there are two main reasons I think double opt-in works, but I'll share why single opt-in is attractive to me. Okay. So I learned when I moved to ConvertKit that they actually have a whole list of people who are not confirmed. You aren't paying for those emails, so that's good, but you can see them and it's significant. It's a significant number of people that don't confirm. With most email service providers, you never see how many it is, and it's kind of scary. And I know when I was using SumoMe as well, and I had like a pop-up, opt-in, I said that wrong, on the blog, I could actually see what people signed up there, but then did not confirm. And it was way like hundreds. It was crazy. And the same thing with ConvertKit. There are lots of people who don't confirm, and that's a problem. You think, people follow you on Twitter with a click. Why should they have to go through like 5 steps with email to enter their email? That's already even harder than clicking follow on Twitter or like on Facebook. Shouldn't that automatically get them your emails? Well, maybe, but research also shows that your engagement is better with people who do the double opt-in. So, you have your list might grow faster if you're doing single opt-in because all those unconfirms disappear. But if you're doing double opt-in, you're getting more quality people. And the other thing is that in all of the countries in the world, this isn't legal necessarily. So the USA, it is legal to have single opt-in. It is legal in many, many countries. In fact, I actually had to Google because people are always throwing around that it's illegal. And I had always said that too. And then I was like, I don't actually know where it is. So I did find Germany is the one country I know definitively. So there's at least one. There probably are more, but I don't have the time for that, you guys, to go Googling. I Googled a few and didn't find I just found people espousing the same thing I've heard, that it's not legal everywhere. But the only country I found proof of where it is not legal to have single opt-in is Germany. So here's the thing. If you have German subscribers who sign up for your email list and you're using single opt-in, you have broken Germany's laws. Is Germany going to come and find you? Are they going to find or fine you? Probably not. But do you want to be doing that? No. And in fact, I will say that some people are very, very strongly against single opt-in. I actually answered a question in someone else's Facebook group about this when they were asking about single and double opt-in. And I kind of shared, kind of like I'm sharing now, the pros and cons of both. And some guy reamed me out. I mean, it got to the point where I think I just went and deleted all of my comments because he was so infuriated with my apparent stupidity about single opt-ins and how it's not legal and blah, blah. And he wasn't right, but he was so angry and insulting that I just was like, I'm out. Just peace out. Goodbye. My comment is gone. I am leaving this thread. I'm not going to do this anymore. People are very passionate about this. And so you are going to get some people who, rightly or wrongly, are going to be very upset about this idea of a single opt-in. So you have to really decide. If those people that are unconfirmed, it's probably a safe bet that they didn't all end up in spam. It's not, maybe some did, and so they never saw it, but probably a bunch just maybe changed their mind. Maybe they aren't good at checking their email anyway. Like if they never saw it. I mean, there are people, I have friends who will show me their phones and their inboxes at 10,000, like unread emails, and I start to have heart palpitations. So there are people, and are those the people you want getting your emails? Because your open rate's going to be super low. If they're not even going to open to confirm, are they going to open your weekly emails? Probably not. So I think double opt-in has some things going for it. And if you're customizing all those forms, and there are less forms with other email service providers, ConvertKit, or I think even MailerLite and MadMimi, different things, you'll have different points of contact, but all of them should be customized. They should sound like you. It should sound unique, your voice. It might have your branding, your colors, all of that on there, so that people, by the time they finally start getting that welcome email or your autoresponder series, your welcome series, they are going to already kind of know you. They're going to welcome you into their inbox or be turned off. And that's okay, because that means that person's not your person, right? If they are turned off by your language, your tone of voice, the number of emojis and GIFs that you use, then they're not your people. So you want to make sure as you're doing your welcome series that, and your opt-in forms, really all of those things are very you, very branded. And if you're leaving that double opt-in as it is in Mailchimp, then people have all these different points of contact to get to know you, versus they're only getting two with the just subscribe and single opt-in. So I would say, for me personally, I'm staying double opt-in, but you can do either one of two things. And just as a reminder, you can go, if you're using Mailchimp, again, you can go change the confirmation thank you over to the subscriber thank you, which is going to be copying and pasting. Really, you can't just like drag and drop. Or you're going to go ahead and find that link and go ahead and do the double opt-in option. And you want to do that before October 31st. I don't think I read what happens after that, other than your forms will change automatically. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to update them. I don't know what's going to happen on the back end of Mailchimp, but you want to do it before that time. So that is my very important update, and just revealing all of the email nerdiness to you guys. And again, if you want to look at this in visual form and see some other links, I wrote all about at length single and double opt-in. And also I wrote about the legal issues with email, mostly focusing on the USA. And I've got links to that also in the post over on Medium. It's creativewriting.com/chimp dates. And just as a final thing, if you're listening this week, thank you for listening to this bonus episode. I hope it was helpful if you're a Mailchimp user, but if not, it's also maybe helpful to think about single and double opt-in. But I do also want to let you know that my book, Creative Collaborations, is up for pre-order. It's up, it's up, it's up. Now, it should say 99 cents, but it may say $5.99. It will cost you 99 cents because I've changed the price on the back end. And there's a pre-order guarantee. So whatever the lowest price is during the pre-order time, if you pre-order, that's what you'll get it for. It's normally going to be $5.99, but you can go ahead and get it now as a pre-order by going to creativewriting.com/CC to go ahead and grab your book. I also am putting up my book, and it's just in the queue right now over at Amazon, 31 Small Steps to Grow Your Blog, which will also be on sale this week during the pre-order time. And so you can go ahead and find that as well over on Amazon. If you go to creativewriting.com/CC, then you can actually click on my name after you pre-order your book, and you'll see my other books that are there as well. Email Lists Made Easy and 31 Small Steps to Grow Your Blog. So I'm very excited to have the books out. Crazy week for news. There's all kinds of stuff happening with Facebook and other things. So make sure you're subscribed to the Quick Fix, because I'm going to talk about more of these things there. And it's just been a big week for news. So here's your bonus episode. I hope it helps whether you're on Mailchimp or not, and explains a little bit about single and double opt-in. And I will see you hopefully in your inbox on Friday. If you're not subscribed, creativewriting.com/quick fix so that I can give you all the things so you don't have to Google all this stuff yourself. All right. Hope you have an inspired rest of your week.